All right, folks. So this is about the third time I've videoed this update, so I'm just going to do it all and get it posted right away. The last 3-4 days, I haven't had a lot of motivation or forward momentum. I kept trying to take a day off and kept having things stop me from taking my day off, like shippers and so on and so forth. So yesterday, I took the better part of half a day off before I started answering messages. A lot of people saw my post saying I was taking the day off and I wouldn't be answering messages, and thought it was the right reply to send me a message saying, hey, I hope you're enjoying the day off. I know you don't want to answer messages, but can you help me with something? Not how that works, but anyway. Today, I came in this morning and I went gung-ho, got the motor off the bench, and got Chris Charles' bike most of the way together. So I still have to... I took this surface. I knew I had a leak somewhere, and I hit it. You can see on a piece of sandpaper on a flat surface, and it is not flat, so this is going to go and get flattened quick. It's just a matter of having someone put it on a belt sander. Then I can hang the turbo back on that and get it hung on the bike, and then put the cold side on, and it should be ready to rock. Then I just got to hang the oil return line and feed line, dump pipes, etc., 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 that are all in this tote, and the radiator. And then that'll be all that done. I do need to hurry up and find... I believe I have one somewhere around here. The sprocket for the billet output shaft. Once I have that, I can go ahead and put the chain up on, put all the shifter on, the cover on, bleed the slave, all that good jazz, and this thing should be ready to rock. Right now it does key on. And my modes do work. 3, 1, everything's working. So that's good. I just made a quick clip to send to Chris Charles asking him for the side fairings and the tail, because I want to finalize this bike before he picks it up. I do like the stance with the cut forks. It's nice. We'll see what the clearance is up front, see what I got to do there. But it should be okay. I am going to have to space this tank up about half an inch. Yeah, about finger width. Because of the way the plenum is designed. It is a Monster Turbos plenum, and I found from working through all of them, they just don't fit. They are centered over the throttle bodies, and something you might not know is that the air boxes are not centered. He builds everything off of a center point, but if you look, you see how that's offset to the right. If you look, this throttle body is close to the edge, this one's not. It's how you're supposed to build it. It allows the tank to come down without hitting. But he didn't. It is what it is. I'll just have to space the tank up. Same thing I had to do on the Gen 3. Same thing I've had to do on every turbo kit from Monster Turbo Systems is do that. Same with this flange that I have to get surfaced. Same thing on every one of them. I got to send them out, get them surfaced. The manifold had already been ported by the time I got to it. Dennis did mess with that back when he worked at Monster, so I didn't have to port that manifold, but every other one I've had to port because it's just nasty in there. Anyway, motor's together. Again, just go through this motor quick. This is a Wassner rod and piston combination. It's roughly going to come out to 11-to-1 compression. Ray Mancini head, Megacycle cams, half-inch ARP 2000 head studs with custom washers from, I believe, Dennis gets them from Switzerland. I don't know. He's got the link up on those, man. Oh my god. Anyway, torqued at 110 foot-pounds on the head, main studs, full cut, not race cut, but full cut trans, no negative cut, with a billet output shaft from Robinson, NLR boost comp lockup, and a whose is this? Oh, On3 Performance freaking scavenge pump. Well, that would explain why it's massive and why I had to put a check valve in it. So I did have to add a check valve to the return line because it would drain backwards out of that scavenge pump. Something terrible because it's a massive Dash 8 line. So there's a lot of oil there that can go backwards into the turbo. Hence why the inside of here has oil on it. But that's not a big deal. So right now I basically just got to put oil in it, and I got to have the turbo on it to crank it. Otherwise it'll puke oil everywhere. And she should start. That's what I got done now. I'm going to end the day here. It's about 6 o'clock. The track's actually already open in Etheridge, Tennessee, but I'm going to swing up there and drop off some cases and then pop back to the house and pack my bags up because I completely forgot about a flight I have coming up. So about 8 months ago, I sold the fuel injection system off the Bandit, and I sold it to a gentleman in Arizona. And with that sale, I agreed to come down and help him install it and tune it. Well, he booked the dyno, and I'm flying out tomorrow. I forgot all about it. He booked the flights like a month and a half ago. So I got to get on a plane tomorrow morning, fly down, spend the day Sunday working on it, and then fly back Monday. And I'll be back to knocking Chris Charles out. I'm hoping to put that on the dyno this week. Well, not this week, but the week when I come back, Monday. I'm hoping to have it on the dyno by like Tuesday or Wednesday and start making some light pulls, working all the drivability while we break that motor in, because it is brand new bearings, brand new everything all the way through. There's nothing left of the old motor except for the rods and the crank. Pretty much everything else has been replaced just because we kept finding little things that were working it. So it is ready to rock and roll. That's about it. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to end the day off there. Y'all have a beautiful weekend. You won't hear from me until Monday afternoon. Later, guys.